Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I am Vasilikis and in this video we're going to be testing two My Little palettes, the My Little Copper and the My Little Gold. These are from the limited edition collection Royal Party. You can find two more little palettes, the My Little Platinum and the My Little Coral. I have already tried those palettes and I'm going to have a card here if you want to watch that video after this one. The price for each one is €5.99 and we have this super pretty packaging. Fantastic. Make sure to stay until the end. I'm going to answer your eyeshadow questions and let's start now with the My Little Copper eyeshadow palette. Oh, we have mosquitoes. They bite me. Usually mosquitoes are biting my husband, but today they chose me. In this palette we have 9 eyeshadows in warm tones. As I can see, we have 4 matte eyeshadows and 5 shimmery, and these two here are a little bit fluffier, and while I was swatching them I had a lot of fallouts. I'm a huge fan of the packaging, as you have noticed. We have a mirror, names for the eyeshadows. It is just a very beautiful palette for €6. I don't know how they did that. I was thinking about changing headband, but no, I'm thinking about starting with this eyeshadow. It is called Insta Rich. Okay, I haven't read the names of the eyeshadows. And this one here is a light golden eyeshadow. I think it's not going to look very nice for a brow bone highlighter. I'm going to take just a little bit and we will see. It doesn't look that bad, but it is a little bit darker for me to use it as a brow bone highlighter. It has a very beautiful sheen and it is easy to blend it on the skin and make it look less shiny and blinding. This eyeshadow is going to look even better on a darker skin tone. After that, I want to try this light corally muted matte eyeshadow. It is called Pretty Rich. Okay, so is rich the theme? I thought it was princesses. Well, they are rich, and with an eye blender brush by Essence, I'm buffing that in the crease. This eyeshadow blends beautifully and it gives a very nice peachy color to the skin. I'm using a second layer. Up next we have this eyeshadow here. It is called Ruby Lover and it is this burnt orange matte eyeshadow. I think this is going to look very nice as a crease color as well, and to make some very beautiful dark looks with the brown eyeshadow. And with the brush Studio 5 by Zoeva, I'm blending that on the outer crease. This eyeshadow is much softer. I thought I was going to get this very intense orange color, so I'm going to try to make it more intense. This eyeshadow blends super easily and you can see that you can make it darker. This is only with 1 layer, this is with 2, and I'm just pushing the color to have more intensity, and after that I'm blending. I'm also bringing the color on the eyelid. This is with 3 layers. It is not as dark as it looks in the pan, on a dry base, not a wet concealer. So if you're starting now with makeup, I think that you're going to like that this eyeshadow is not very intense. Let's continue with this one here. It is called All My Treasure and it is a top shimmery eyeshadow. It is like a pink champagne muted shade. Pressing this eyeshadow with your fingertip on the eyelid, it's going to make it shinier. I think this eyeshadow is not going very well with the color story of the palette because it has a pink sheen instead of an orange or corally one. What do you think? After that we have this eyeshadow here. It is called Go Rich or Go Home. Why? So I'm going home, and this one is a bronzy shimmery eyeshadow, super pretty. I'm going to use this on the outer eyelid. You need to be careful with this one. It has fallout. I can see a lot of bronzy particles on my cheeks. This one here has some very fine gold micro glitter, so make sure to press it with your fingertip. You can also use it with a sponge tip applicator or with a setting spray. I don't want the eyeshadow to set on my cheeks because it is very dark. With a big fluffy brush, this is number 5 by Beige Cosmetics. I'm going to take a little bit of loose setting powder. I still have some glitter. If you want to prevent any fallout, you can use some setting powder all over your eyes before you start your blending and your application of eyeshadows. Or you can do the eyes first and after that the face makeup, so you can clean everything with a makeup remover. The thing is, I never do that. I don't want to irritate my skin under the eyes, so I'm not adding and removing products. I also think that it is more practical to do the face and after that the eyes. Let me know what you do first, eyes or face first. I don't only have micro glitter on my face, I also have them all over my desk. Very messy eyeshadow. Now picking up the shade Royal Jewel. This one is very fluffy. It's not even easy to swatch it, and I have fallout. It is this beautiful, majestic, shimmery gold eyeshadow. I think I'm going to use it with a sponge tip applicator. I don't want to have fallout. This one also has some very fine gold micro glitter. We have a very nice rich color and sheen, but it's very fluffy. I think this eyeshadow is not very well pressed in the pan. The consistency is like creamy, but it also has that micro glitter that are not sticking very well with all the other eyeshadow, and they are going everywhere. Here we have the eyeshadow Gold and Fabulous, and it is this burnt gold shimmery eyeshadow. Very pretty. This one has a better consistency. I'm going to use it with a fluffy smudging brush. This is Gold and Fabulous, and this is Royal Jewel. On the eyes I don't see a very big difference. It is like I have one color on my eyes now. I prefer Gold and Fabulous that I have now in the inner eyelid because it is easier to apply it and I don't have fallouts. It doesn't contain any micro glitter. I think that this palette would be more completed if this one here, the eyeshadow Gold and Fabulous, was a little bit lighter in color. I'm going to take again this light peachy eyeshadow and I'm going over the edges of the lower lash line. After that we have this creamy light beige eyeshadow. I think it has a yellow undertone. It is called Wear the Crown and it has a matte finish. I'm going to buff that in the inner crease. This eyeshadow has a very nice color payoff and it blends super easily with the other eyeshadows. With a small fluffy brush, I'm going to take eyeshadow Insta Reach and I'm going to highlight the inner corner. To give more definition to my eyes, I'm going to take this dark brown eyeshadow. It is called Princess Mood and it has a matte finish. This one looks like a cool tone brown eyeshadow, not a very warm. And I'm going to push this on the outer V of my eyes. This eyeshadow blends easily and it has a very nice intensity. I'm taking again the dark brown eyeshadow with an eyebrow brush by Essence to outline my lashes. And I'm also going to use a little bit on the outer part of the lower lash line, very close to the lashes again. On my lashes I have applied the Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 Mascara by Tarte Cosmetics. I think that you can make this palette work for you, but I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the eyeshadows. Also, most of them have kickbacks, so be careful when you apply these on your eyes. And now it's time to use the My Little Gold Highlighter Palette. Three beautiful highlighters. I'm going to start with the lightest shade. It is called 24K Gold, so 24 karat. This one is a light yellowy champagne highlighter, super shiny as well, very beautiful for someone with lighter skin tone. I'm going to use the E40 brush by Sigma to take this one. I took a lot. Ooh, this is blinding. If this is the type of highlighters that you like, very shiny and blinding, you're going to love this one. And it is so affordable. After that, I want to see this one here. It is called Royal Flare, and this one is a darker golden shiny highlighter, and I think that it is going to be dark for me. This one is not going to be very noticeable on me. I'm going to mix these two together to see how they look on me. It is not as highlighting as the other one because I have mixed the darker shade. If you want to make this blinding one a little bit more wearable, you can mix it with Royal Flare. A little bit of this 24 karat gold on the nose. My brush is dying. In the middle we have the shade Rich Side of Life. Okay. This one is a corally highlighter that you can also use as a blush if you like shiny blushes. I don't like using shiny products on my cheeks because I have some pores. I'm back! And I have here the My Little Platinum palette because I want to see the light yellow shade that we have in here, how similar it is with the My Little Gold palette. This one is 24 karat gold. I'm going to swatch it here, and I'm going also to take from the My Little Platinum the Golden Royal. Yeah, definitely they're not the same. 24 karat has a light champagne color. The Golden Royal has a more yellowy. The formula of the highlighters is the same in both of these palettes, and I like them both. If you have a lighter skin tone like me, you can try the My Little Platinum because in this one we have two highlighters that you can use. Now it's time for your questions, and Paula says, "Hi Vasiliki." Hi! I have a question related with the application of the primer or concealer on the eyelid. Whenever I apply it, I have a white line close to my eyelashes in which I can't apply the eyeshadows. What am I doing wrong? Usually that can happen when your product, your eye primer or your concealer has a thicker consistency and it's not very easy to blend it very close to the lashes. What you can do, you can apply less product and also not very close to the lash line and try to blend it very well with your fingertip. If you find that this is a little bit difficult, you can also take a Q-tip and try to blend it closer to the lashes so you don't have that white line. Also, that can happen if your eye primer or your concealer are drying too fast. That means that you immediately need to blend them. So what you can do is apply your product on one eye, blend it very well, and after that go to the other eye. Especially on the eyelid, we don't need a lot of product, so always try to use less and blend it. Let me know in the comments if you have tried these tips. I'm going to wait for your answer back, Paula, to tell me if my tips are working for you. I hope they do. Also, if you have another makeup hack, let me know in the comments. What do you do for the white line on your eyes? And the next says, when buying an eyeshadow palette, we have the expiration date for 1 year after opening and use, but if I keep it more than 1 year, is it safe or not? Bam bam bam. Usually on makeup products we have a small symbol that says 12M. M means months, and we also have this little opened packaging, and that means that your product can last up to 12 months after opening the product. In general, you need to stop using a makeup product if the color, scent and texture has changed. Also for eyeshadows, you're going to notice that the eyeshadows are not very pigmented, they are not very easy to blend. Sometimes they can also stain your eyelids, especially when your eyeshadows are not staining your eyes from the beginning, because there are some vegan products that are staining the eyes. You can find always this information on the back of your eyeshadow eyeshadow palette. Usually you can use powder products for 1 to 2 years, especially if you haven't noticed any changes. Always make sure to use clean brushes to use your eyeshadows. This way you can extend the lifetime of your palettes. In case that you apply some eyeshadows with your fingertips, always wash your hands before. The longevity of your eyeshadow palettes also depends on how often you use the same product. I hope that you liked this new part in my videos. It is easier for me to read your questions in community posts, so don't forget to click on the notification bell and subscribe to my channel. You can find here some more Essence eyeshadow palettes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!